I did not choose photography. Photography chose me. To begin with, I want all of you to close your eyes and think of an image. Not the famous one, not someone else's. The one that belongs to you. I hope you saw that. Now you can open your eyes. Whatever you have seen in that moment, it says that there was something which was mattered to you. There was something which was worth remembering. There was something which belongs to you, was worth seeing. When we are talking about seeing, I want to showcase one picture to you. When I was in London, I showcased this picture in the photo show London, and most of the spectators were from Western country. And I asked one simple question: what do you see in this image? Most of them tried to relate this with a beautiful scenery from India. Someone said it's a beautiful, aesthetically, technically perfect picture. Someone says street photography. After a few months, I showed this picture in India and I asked the same question. Most of them unanimously tried to connect this with spirituality. Someone said this looks a beautiful scenery from Ganges, from where spirituality flows. Someone spoke about Narmada. Someone says coming out of the materialistic world. Enlightenment, wisdom was the common words that I was getting. One thing that I've realized through this picture, same image, two different audience. And the realization was I haven't created two images. I have created one. The room created rest. And that's the power of interpretation. That's the power of a visual when it works as a mirror. Through that image, you see yourself, you see your upbringing, you see your unsaid assumptions. And in 2007, for the first time, I held my camera. A shy boy from Betul, a small towner who barely know how to speak, started making conversation through his images. To polish that art, later I came to Bhopal, where I worked on multiple subjects. And when I was practicing, I've learned the best thing, how to come out of the cage. When I'm talking about a cage, I'm not talking about the physical one. I'm talking the beautiful binding which society provides us. And the binding is so subtle that we are keep mobilizing and obligating the society with that. And I worked on a series called Prison and Freedom. And with this, I've learned how to come out of the cage, how to come out of the cocoon, how to fly high, how to achieve that sky. And with that thought, I came to Mumbai. In Mumbai, I built a brand, a successful brand, but there was a constant misfit that I was feeling. There was a inferiorness just because of my language. I'm talking one language, English. English is a big gatekeeper in India. And if you don't know how to speak, there are a lot of rooms where you enter, but you don't belong there. Same with me. I walked in many rooms. My ideas were rich, but my voice always felt small. Then I did something which might not feel rational to many. I took a career break. I took a career break and went to London. Not because I was failing, just because I felt I am not growing. When I was in London, I pursued my master's in visual anthropology. Visual anthropology is study of human through visuals. I sat with people from across the globe. We exchanged the ideas, we exchanged the knowledge. And I have learned uttering words is not a big thing. You can say a lot of things without even saying. And I learned art of observation. And these are something that I created in London. After new fresh energy, I came back to India. And I worked on a book called Kumbh Mela. Kumbh, one of the biggest religious gathering in the world. I was in Haridwar for 35 days, shot multiple close to 40,000 images I have taken in 35 days. But in this book, I have a collection of 132 images. When I was there, I spoke to Babas, I spoke to commoners, I spoke to saints, exchanged the ideas. And what I felt was, this book is not just the merely collection of photographs. This is something big, that my voice mattered. It was a big proof to myself that my ideas were rich. As Notting Bells, we shoot multiple weddings. The best part of wedding photography is you always get free food, free alcohol, free tickets to travel to the world. And I guess that's the biggest catalyst that still I'm working as a photographer. As Notting Bells, I've seen three generations coming together. These are few photos from Kumbh. Three generations coming together to celebrate the most precious day of someone's life. I saw a father who never cried on his highs and low, just found a corner and started sobbing on the bidai of his daughter. I saw a son call his late mother's phone to hear her voice note one last time before taking Feras. And when I was practicing this art, uh, being part of someone's precious day and at the same time being part of one of the biggest gathering in the world, I've realized one thing, how powerful this medium is. And this is something that teaches me when a photograph works uh, as a, it teaches you to meditate. When you sit quietly and try to freeze that moment, a photograph teaches you the power of interpretation when a single image becomes the mirror. It teaches you to become part of a biggest army when a single image collectively works as the goodwill of big part. It becomes Boeing of an engine when it helps you to come out of the cage. Camera in this fast pace taught me to stop, to look, to witness. Photograph is just not create the memory. It reveals that there was something which mattered to you. Thank you so much.